Hi BookTube, my name is Juan, I am just one reader, and today I will be listing the best books that I have read so far in 2021. This is a video that many people are doing at this point of the year, and I think it's great. I could not miss the chance to do it myself. And I have to say right away that for me, 2021 really has been a great reading year, so just know that. And know that the books that I will be sharing with you in this video really are the cream of the crop. They are fantastic. So I have three nonfiction and 5 fiction books. I will start with nonfiction just because I think fiction is more exciting. So I'm gonna leave the best for last. So starting with nonfiction, Stephen Sondheim, Alive by Meryl Seacrest. This book was great. It was a great jewel of information about Stephen Sondheim, his life, his legacy, his work, his character, you know, all of the traits of his personality. And I really thought it was well written, well researched. It had a lot of gossip, not only about Stephen Sondheim himself. He's a wonderful icon and figure, probably one of the top 5 most important artistic figures for me in my life. And but it also was just great because it was also about the people surrounding Stephen Sondheim, and it was like I was allowed to see Stephen Sondheim through various angles and through the vision and the perspective of people surrounding him. So really loved Stephen Sondheim, Alive. Another book also about musical theater, Singular Sensation, The Triumph of Broadway by Michael Riedel. Michael Riedel is a great journalist, you know, a very wonderful, he has a wonderful voice for this kind of thing. He's a great historian of Broadway. He has written this one and a previous book about the making of Broadway, if you will, of the success of Broadway as we know it today. And this book is the follow-up to that book. I loved it. I thought it was really well researched. I just enjoy Michael Riedel's snarky, but also very clinical, very serious, rigorous research, but he has kind of like a snarky bite sometimes, and this one and the previous one are filled with wonderful information and gossip and fun facts about Broadway and its stars. Loved it. And then the other nonfiction is about Daphne du Maurier. This is Daphne du Maurier, The Secret Life of the Renowned Storyteller by Margaret Forster. This is a book that I read because I wrote a dissertation paper about Daphne du Maurier and Rebecca specifically. And this book was such an interesting thing to read. It was filled with very detailed information about Daphne's life, her inner life, her inner, you know, psychic life, if you will. And I just loved it. It was great, and now I can say that Daphne du Maurier is one of my favorite writers and is one of those artistic figures, just like Stephen Sondheim. Maybe not as much as Stephen Sondheim, because, you know, Stephen Sondheim is like top-tier artistry for me, but Daphne du Maurier, I'm really enjoying diving more deeply into her work, and now that I know about her and her inner life, it's all the more interesting. Okay, now fiction. Firstly, The Inimitable Jeeves by P.G. Wodehouse. I have loved everything that I have read by P.G. Wodehouse, which is some stories and some novels, especially in the Blandings universe. Some things like Summer Lightning, all of the Blandings stories that I have read so far, I've absolutely enjoyed. And now this one is sort of set in a different kind of universe. We are following Jeeves and Wooster, great characters, and I just adored this new sort of view. It's not really a universe, but, you know, it's a different world within P.G. Wodehouse's work. and I just adored. The writing is as beautiful and luxurious and funny as always, incredibly quirky and witty and colorful, and the characters are absolutely hysterical. This book is, you know, this man, P.G. Wodehouse, and what he embodies for me and in his writing, his playfulness, his ability to make me laugh and smile, everything that P.G. Wodehouse represents for me is what gives me joy. So, great. Then, on a similar note, we have A Confederacy of Dunces by John Kennedy Toole. One of the most uproariously laugh-out-loud funny books that I have read in my life. Incredibly deep and profound and tragic and sad at the same time. Wonderful book. There's nothing I can say about this book that will sing its praises highly enough. Then we have the Life Ship Traders trilogy by Robin Hobb, which is made of 3 books, of course, and I selected The Mad Ship, which is book number 2 in the series, to represent the rest in this video, because I think this one represents to me what I loved so very deeply about the series. The characters, the settings, the magic, the whole mystery of the sea serpents and the dragons and the rain wilds. And I think in this book in particular, we really get to see Robin Hobb's writing really just flow, and it's dazzling. So Robin Hobb, specifically the Life Ship Traders, more specifically the Mad Ship. Then My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferranti. Again, this is kind of representing the rest of the series, the Neapolitan Quartet, which I haven't finished. I am almost finished with book 3, and oh my, like Janice from Friends, oh my God, this is just great. But this one in particular, My Brilliant Friend, book number 1, I think is the best one so far, just because it's the introduction to the characters, and it has that opening section of childhood, which to me was haunting and scary in the best kind of way. It was just storytelling, like a master class in storytelling for me personally. And finally, I'm Thinking of Ending Things by Ian Reid. This is a book that I read at the beginning of the year, I think, and when I read it, I really, really enjoyed the ride, but I never thought it would stay with me as much as it has. This book is haunting. It's haunted me. It's sort of metaphysical and philosophical and makes you think and ponder different things that are quite deep. It's also very gimmicky, which I think is fine. I like it. It was very easy to read, but at the same time, it's a complex book, and it's just a great psychological thriller with many implications. I really enjoyed the experience, and I think the writing is absolutely wonderful, honestly. I watched the Netflix adaptation, and it was a little so-so. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. I think the book is a much better realization of this concept, in my opinion. And those are the best books that I've read so far in 2021, and I can just imagine the rest of the wonderful books that I will read in the second half of the year. Thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and please let me know in the comments what are some of your favorite books of 2021 so far. Thanks for watching.